What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Darklight. Coming to you with another review. And today we will do this review on Joker. And we're back. I'm gonna probably start off with a little bit of non-spoilers. Then I'm gonna go into a little bit of spoilers. But honestly, if you're going to see this movie, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Everything you know about the Joker, everything you speculated about this movie, everything you have heard about this movie from the news, the media, or whatever, y'all get that out your head right now. Because this movie is going to pretty much send you on a path and leave you there. And you're going to have to find your way out on your own. That's how, and pretty much what's going to happen through this movie. This movie right here is a 110% masterpiece. I mean, I don't the cinematography, the acting, the script, everything about this movie was just awesome. They made Gotham feel like a real city, a real town. They was recording or filming this in real places, but they made Gotham feel like it was an actual city here in America. Or any other country. That's how that's how this movie has felt. Truth be told, this story is basically the rise and fall of Arthur Fleck, which will become the Joker. It's a whole origin story about him, basically. And this movie will take some real dark turns to the point where it can actually make you question your sanity sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, it has a moment in here where I was questioning myself, like, okay, was that a good thing or was it a bad thing? I'm just giving an example. There were scenes in this movie where it had me like, was that situation a good thing or a bad thing? Because in my mind, I kind of feel for the character. Joaquin Phoenix, outstanding. Another outstanding acting. This, he should win the Oscar for this. If a lot of people have seen it, if it makes his money, this should be probably one of the movies that has a chance to go win the Oscar. I can tell you that now. Let me see what else I have for you. Well, I got. Truth be told, this movie actually can have you sympathize as well with Arthur Fleck, but to a certain extent. Because like I said, if it makes you sympathize with him, it's gonna make you question your sanity. And it's just, the movie has some moments for me. There's also some things in this movie that you would not see coming. Because there's quite a few things I'm thinking, oh, well, this is going to happen and that. And no, none of those happen at all. My speculations were all wrong about this movie. So if you're going to see this, prepare your brain. You're going to have to pretty much go into this movie with an open mind. Because it can show something about mental illness, something about childhood, adulthood, basically. It can all cram down on you. And like I said, it puts things into different perspectives for you. Because we're, like you said, we're only human beings, so yeah. And truth be told, just because this is a movie, don't mean it could not happen. Because it really makes you feel for the character. For the little time Zaza Beats was in this, she was great. Robert De Niro was great. Got a chance to see. I don't know if there's Thomas Wayne is gonna be in there, so we get to see him. And yeah, you really don't see Thomas Wayne alive that often. He's always dead, or you get a split 5 or 10 seconds of him getting shot, basically. This movie, whew. Now I could say probably the first hour of this movie, I was totally invested. I was invested in this whole movie, but the first hour of this, I was really, really invested. Because like I said, this is pretty much the life of Arthur Fleck. Now, Joker has a name. Now, it's basically him. So we get to see what he goes through. Does he even? Because Joaquin Phoenix does so much to make you feel like this guy, is he even a part of society? This guy has no confidence, no self-esteem. He trying to make people happy. He's making kids happy. That's one thing good about this. And a lot of the stuff gets taken away, or society beats him down completely. Kind of reminds you of the Killing Joke comic book, or the Killing Joke book. So, man, it's kind of hard for me not to go into any spoilers, because there's really not much to say. Because like I said, the cinematography was great, acting was great, script, everything. This is a masterpiece to the point where it can win Oscar, and I really truly believe it can. So it's hurtful. That's really good. But from everything people have said in the media and all of that, I don't think they're gonna probably even put it up there in that aspect. People have been saying so many stuff before this movie even came out, so I don't know. Not for to get into it, but what is there else to talk about? I mean, and truth be told, yes, I am a Joker fanatic. I pretty much read every comic book he was in, every little movie, watched every movie he was in. So yeah, so I had to literally push my bias to the side, because this movie this is pretty much a standalone piece. This movie could have been made to the point where they could have just said this is the life of Arthur Fleck and not even put the Joker name for the title. And I guarantee you this movie could have stand alone without the title. This was a great movie to that aspect. That's why I said this is a masterpiece, and I'm gonna keep repeating this masterpiece. Once this movie comes out on DVD, I'm getting it, and I'm gonna watch it to the day I die. Because this is pretty much beyond Marvel. This is above Marvel. Y'all say Marvel had a problem with with their villains when it got to Thanos and Infinity War. Find out, nah. This is a whole new movie. This is a whole new level, whole new movie. This can outbeat that Marvel, both Endgame and Infinity War, in my opinion. I'm sorry. That's what I believe. Todd Phillips did a great job with this movie. It's like he went around and found the best crew in every little thing there is about the editing and the editors and all of that. They've done they work together. This also feels like that the company never got involved with it. This was all the director's idea because if because this movie isn't action at all. There's no action in it. Now you probably have your little crime sprees here and there, but there's no action, no Batman. Now you get a little bit of Bruce and a little bit of Thomas Wayne for some key points in this movie, but there is no Batman. This is all about Arthur Fleck, him becoming the Joker. So don't go into this movie expecting you're gonna see some Heath Ledger kind of moments, some explosions. The Batman's gonna appear, throw him in. He's gonna be thrown in prison or the Arkham Asylum, and he's gonna end up breaking out or something. He's gonna do something to create Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn is not in this. No, this is not that kind of movie. This is just about the life of one guy, the rise and fall of him. And trust me, he falls hard. But this is all. I mean, this movie had them 2 hours was just wonderful. Today is Sunday the 6th. I went to see it on Saturday the 5th at 6:30, then leave to like 8:30, 8:35. I would have done a video that night, last night, but I had to let things process for a minute. I had to get my thoughts together. I'm still struggling with getting some things that I wrote some stuff down. I'm not even looking at my notes or nothing. I'm just going strictly on by trying to put feeling into this. I mean, this is one of those movies, so. Ooh. My hand. So there's, if now I have a feeling that some of y'all are gonna be weak-minded or have a weak stomach to this, and then be like, oh no, he should have prayed and nothing. Nah, this movie is gonna put you in a whole new world of mental illness. I don't even know I should say mental illness, but it puts you in that way that this character is mentally frustrated, mentally abused, physically abused. He's physically exhausted. Only thing he has in his world is his mom, and somewhat his mom. There's a lot of stuff with his mother. So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna stop it right there.